It's not that big of a distance. You know what I'm saying? You're the reaction time in 10 feet, like you don't have much time to react and or stop whatever the is about to occur. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. All right, okay. Listen, guys, listen, okay. So y'all know, okay, there's this thing that happens to me, and I don't know if God wants me to be single. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. No, genuinely, I don't know what I did. Every first date I've been on, pretty much. Like maybe there's been like one or two when it hasn't happened, but it's always the first date, okay? The first date, when I have a date plan with a new person and it's a first date, one of two things happens, okay? Either I get in a car crash on the way to the date location, or they get in a car crash on the way to the date location. So it's like one of us is either getting like up or our car is getting up, right? Normally it's me, but there have been a few times where this has happened to others. So I'm gonna just give you a little quick summary, okay, of the previous events, okay? The first time ever, some old lady reversed into my car in a parking lot. I couldn't reverse back because it was the entrance near the main traffic. The second time, someone like flew off the highway. No, I'm dead ass. Like they drove off the highway, totaled their car on the way to see me, okay? Someone's tire blew up once on the way to see me. Oh yeah, and then I set up a fake content date one time and their mom got in a car accident, so they couldn't make that. So it's like, not even the person has to get in a car accident. There's just gonna be a car accident that somehow inhibits whatever is happening from happening. It's either me, them, or someone connected to me or them, okay? There's a car accident that stops the thing from occurring, all right? Now, so, and that was a fake date, okay? A fake date. There was still a car accident on a fake date for a video. Like, dog. But she's doing the car crash. It might just be the fact that they didn't want to go on the date. So every time there's been a car accident from the other person, they still saw me afterward. So it's never been an excuse, okay? Let's get one thing clear. It's always happens, all right? They always see me afterwards, okay? So anyways, I had a real date yesterday, okay? And on the way to the date, okay? I'm blasting my music, I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I am leaving my apartment parking garage, okay? And I have driven down the road for all of 5 minutes at this point, okay? I'm literally still on the same road that my apartment exit is, okay? I'm just like a block or two down the road, right? There's a bunch of apartment buildings in this area. So there's another apartment building. And as I'm starting to drive by the entrance of their parking garage, you know, past it on the road, I'm going like 35, okay? The speed limit is like 30, okay? That's not speeding, okay? Legally, all right? So I'm going north. The other person is going south, past each other. It's a one-lane road. So each side of the road has one lane going in one direction. It's a residential area. No one's going that fast. I'm going 35, you know? Suddenly, with literally a 10 feet leeway. If y'all don't know how short 10 feet is, okay, listen, I'm gonna give you an example. All right, here, okay, to here, that's about 10 feet, okay? It's not that big of a distance. You know what I'm saying? You're the reaction time in 10 feet, like you don't have much time to react and or stop whatever the is about to occur. So 10 feet in front of me, the car going south in the other lane decides to turn in front of me as I'm going north, okay? Full speed, they're going like 40 something. So they're zooming, okay? I'm driving, they just go and just randomly like cut in front of me. So I'm like, what the f? So I immediately slam on my brake as hard as I can, okay? You can only stop so fast, okay? Within a 10 feet distance. Like it was not happening. And that car, being stupid, didn't speed up to get out of the way. They just like kind of stopped when they realized what was happening. Like, you idiot, like you cut me off and then you stop. You're not gonna like if you're gonna do that, at least like full speed, throttle ahead, mother, so that like there's a chance I might miss you. Dummy, like what do you mean you just gonna stop? Like you don't know what the hell's happening. Like come on. And the thing is, you're like, I couldn't veer into the other lane because there's other traffic. That's a dumb idea. I couldn't veer to the right, you know, the other side of me, because guess what? There was like a building. So I'm just and what happened was they were trying to turn into their apartment complex garage as I was driving past it. Regardless of what happened, I had the right of way. So they're dead wrong. I could have been speeding. I could have been going 60, goddammit. I had the right of way. You should have waited for me, okay? But second of all, they had no signal, no indication that they were gonna go. They didn't stop. They just decided to just cut me off full speed when I'm like right in front of them. So I hit them, okay? And you know, of course, given the luck of low-key, I might start like killing chickens and making like summoning circles, okay? Because that's how shit out of luck I am. I need like some voodoo or something. Like I might start around with like alchemy and curses, because like I need to undo whatever the has happened to me. I don't know what badass luck I got, okay? But to add insult to injury, okay, I am not the reason for this accident, okay? I get out of the car. He gets out of his car. It's this guy, okay? So keep in mind, since he cut me off, I hit the side of his car and my front collided with the side of his car, right? Tell me why the front of my car is completely and utterly f***ed up. And this side of this man's car doesn't even have a scratch. It takes the whole thing. I'm so dead ass. Not a scratch was found. The paint wasn't scratched. There wasn't a dent. I was like, first of all, what type of goddamn car do you have? Okay, it was like a Jeep. I didn't know Jeeps were that tanky. All right, low key, I didn't know Jeeps were that tanky. Okay, that car tanked goddamn everything. All right, there was not a scratch, not a dent, nothing. Okay, I was like, damn. Now, I get out, I look at the front of my car, I'm like, damn, we're blocking the road, like it's a, so eventually we kind of reconvene. I pull my car into the entrance of like this apartment section, and he kind of pulls off somewhere else. And I'm talking to him, he's like, yeah, man, I don't really want to get the police involved, can I see your insurance? And I'm like, yeah, give me your insurance. He's like, okay, yeah, here's my insurance. And I took his insurance, I took a picture of his ID, all that. Then he's like letting me like leave. He wanted me to wait there. He was like, oh, can you wait here while, I call the company? I'm like, what? He wanted me to wait there at 6 p.m. on a weekday while he called his insurance company and filed a claim in the like hot ass sun as I'm on the way to my dinner date that I'm already going to be late to because your dumbass cut me off. So he wanted me to wait there while he filed with his insurance. I was like, yo, you got my ID and you got my insurance information. Why in the I need to be here? Like, why? This is dead ass your fault. Like, why are you even filing a claim? Let me file a claim. Like, you dead wrong. Like, what? Okay. Now, eventually, okay, after like I'm standing there for a while, I like start to get in my car, I'm like, yo, like, can we like, can I just go? Like, I got somewhere to be. He's like, yeah, I guess it's okay. And so I start getting in my car, and then he like runs over and flags me down. And I'm like, what? And he's like, my car won't drive. I'm like, is the steering wheel locked? Like, what do you mean it won't drive? I'm like, aren't you like, keep in mind, his birthday is like, he's like born in the 1990 somethings. So this mother is definitely a lot older than me, okay? By like, probably like, I think it was like 10 years or something, okay? Asking me what to do about his car being stuck. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what to do in an accident like this, okay? This is like the second time this has happened, okay, gang? Like, and it's not even my fault at that. So I'm like, is your steering wheel stuck? He's like, no, like it won't, like the car won't drive. I'm like, what do you like? Hey, 30-year-old man, like use your words. Like, come on, you've been speaking English 10 years longer than me. Like, what's happening, dog? What's going on? I walk up to his car and he like shows me something, and his car did have damage. The steering for his car got disconnected from the wheel. So he points to his car, and I just see a latch on his wheel just disconnected. And I'm like, oh, And the reason I was kind of worried is like, okay, first of all, I was like, okay, at least your car got some damage because you screwed me over. But I was also like, damn, his car has damage. Like, you want to know why I was not happy about it? Because in retrospect, okay, as soon as I saw that, I was like, because now he can lie to his insurance that it was my fault, and then now I have to pay for that. So I was like, damn, like now I'm stressed out because before it was just my car. So like even if he lied and for some reason I had to pay for my car, it was just my car. Now I got to pay for yours too. I was like, oh. And you want to know the part that, this is what pisses me off, bro. On my shoe rack by my door, I'm about to grab this, okay? So you can see that I actually have this, all right? Hold on. Tell me why I have a dash cam that I've been too lazy to set up. Like, I deserve this. No, deadass, I deserve this. I do. I f***ing do, okay? Because I should have set that shit up before this shit became a issue. But my dumb ass has been too lazy to do it, okay? And look at what the fuck I'm in now. This is a sign you should never procrastinate, okay, guys? Lock in now before it's too late, okay? Before it's too late. All right, and so, like, basically, this man wants me to, like, talk, like, wait while he files his insurance claim. And I literally tell him, I'm like, yo, I have an important meeting I have to get to. He was like, what do you mean? How important is it? So I just lied, okay? I was not gonna tell him, you know, it was the first date. I said, like, I'm meeting with my mother to discuss what we're doing for my deceased father's will. That's what I said. I ain't even gonna lie, okay? I dead ass lied. I lied to this man because you're not letting me leave and I don't need to be here for you to file the insurance claim, okay? And you are the reason I'm in this accident. So go f yourself respectfully. So I said I was meeting with my mom to discuss the will because my father just died. All right. And so they were like, he was like, oh, okay. So listen, morally, is it up? Yes. Did it get me to my end goal? Yes. Was anyone harmed in the process? No. So did I do anything morally wrong? No. Because the outcome was fine. Okay. And no one got harmed. All right. I just lied a little bit. It was a little white lie, all right? Because it got me to where I need to be because I wasn't trying to be that late to the date, okay? I texted, I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna be like 20 minutes late. You know, if I had to wait for him to talk to his little ass insurance company, you know, called State Farm, whatever I was gonna be there for like damn near, I don't even know how long. And it was hot as where I live, it's hot as it was like 90, 80 degrees. I was sweating. I was like, no, this. I looked all cute and shit. Like, no, I'm not about to get all, you know, no. And I need an Uber now. So like double you. So then I go walk up to my car and I notice there's like a puddle of like miscellaneous fluid in front of my car. And I realized it's like oozing out of the front of my car. And I'm like, what is that? What the f is that? So now I'm like, this probably isn't a safe to drive. I don't really know what's going on. Like, what's happening? Like, okay, all right, lovely. And then he walks over and notices. He's like, oh, yeah, what's going on? And I was like, yeah, whatever. Anyways, my apartment was literally a block down the road, so I still drove that bitch. I don't give a fuck. Okay, kill me at that point. Like, I'm not towing my car a goddamn block. All right, no, that, okay? We're gonna start this shit and see if it blows up when I start the ignition, okay? And it was fine. So anyways, I ended up taking my car back, okay? And then I Uber to my date, okay? And I get there like 20 minutes late like I thought, you know? So it was great. But yeah, this man had me tweaking. And then the next day I get a call from like his insurance company and they're like, we need a recorded statement. I didn't even have time to file with mine yet. So I was like, damn, bro, he must have literally done it that day. And so I get a call and they're like, can we have a recorded recount of what your timeline of events? So I explain what happened. And then they're like, okay, we need to speak to the insurant or whatever, the insuree, whatever the terminology was. Okay. The person that they, you know, is paying them his insurance. And so they called me back 20 minutes later and they're like, so we're going to cover all the damages. I was like, yeah, damn straight. Damn, he didn't even lie. Thank God. Oh my God. Yo, it's the worst when someone is their fault in an accident and their bitch ass starts lying, bro. So, you know, it had a good end. His insurance company was like, yeah, we got you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have to file with mine. So yeah, that's what happened. And then but my car is still f***ed, and so I have to take it in tomorrow morning. So that's lovely. And then I'm not gonna have a car for a few days. And then the day went fine. I explained to them my car crash curse and they looked concerned and they were like, oh, and I think I scared them a little bit. And then I explained, it's okay. It only happens on the first date. So you survived because it was me this time. And they were like, oh, okay. You know, no, cause I was like off rip, like, yeah, this happens every first date. They were like, what? I was like, no, yeah. Like every first date, either me or the other person gets in an accident. They were like, should I be concerned? I was like, no, it's only the first date. So we've passed, or you passed.
You did not make it any better, my guy Quinn Blurk.
And that was it. So they liked you regardless. I mean, how is it my fault if some random dude hit me, bro? I've never once been in an accident that's been my fault, except unless you count me like scraping a wall in my own garage, which like that's not even an accident. That's like That's like a paint scratch. You wanna know what's crazy? I wasn't even like upset. Like this is how often this has happened. I just took a deep breath. I was like, all right. I wish this was like a bit for the internet. Like it was like I was doing it for like engagement, but like I'm really like I'm dead ass. I would show you pictures, but I want y'all motherfuckers to know what my car looked like. You know, because I feel like that's a safety risk.